Hey everybody. Of course, out for a walk with the dog. That's a pretty nice campsite for a tent or even a hammock. Dog's gonna be a pain in the butt until we get off the trail. Not a long hike to the beach. Probably should have wore shoes instead of sandals because my sandals are getting full of sand, but that's the way of it, I guess. Looks like they've actually widened the trail a little bit. Last time I was here, it was a bit more narrow. Big guy's being a pain. All the other dogs walk down the trail and pee. He has to check out everything. Just keep moving, buddy. One of these things I will be doing while I'm here, we'll be collecting up a whole bunch of pitch. This area is full of pines, and it's really good pitch. Looks like there's quite a bit on that one. And those that know, I use the pitch for my fire starters. And this is where I usually get it. Neat bush. Got some little berries on it. I doubt they're edible. Not much out here that is. But yeah, as you can see, pines everywhere. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I can hear the ocean. We got here yesterday and set up my hammock stand and my hammock, and it was nice to actually listen to the ocean the whole time last night. Wasn't super loud because we are about a mile off the beach, but at low tide it was pretty noisy, which was cool. It'd be a lot easier to hike if you kept walking, dog. Yeah, it looks like they got this thing wide enough for carts to go down it. I remember one year I was here, this was all water. Luckily this year, it's not. All these approaches to the beach out here are about the same pines and shrubs, and hidden in there the ferns. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. And we got a garbage can out here. That's impressive. That's new. The doggy bags, that's new. Cool. All right, well, I'm gonna keep going. And when I get out of the beach, I'll check back into you. Look at all those pine cones. Yep, we're down to the beach. You can see she's slightly fogged in. Can't see very far down the beach, at least. Lots of crab, of course. Red crab, Dungeness crab. And the water is a little bit out. What I'm looking for, just past low tide, but I'm looking for some pools. Come back at tonight's low tide and look for some crab. They do have a whole bunch of the upper beach closed off for bird nesting, which is kind of cool. And this is Ocean Shores. I'm actually in Pacific City, but as you can see, this beach is pretty big. from the looks of things, it is closed vehicles because I haven't seen any tire tracks. From the looks of the ground, as you can see, lots of little holes. That's too bad, I like them. Ground's pretty solid when I'm walking on. Little pool here. Not as big as I'm looking for, but we're going out to the water, big guy. Just keep walking. It's nice out here. So far I've only seen 2 people out here. They're flying kites, which is cool. There's always a slight breeze coming off the beach, so nothing wrong with kites. Yeah, these are fresh ones. You can see the, maybe you can't, the green algae and then the fresh sand. So they're in there for sure. Got some seagulls. Trying to get to where I can make sure there's no other people around. Let the dog off his leash for a few. He's not a big fan of the ocean, which is too bad. I've had a lot of dogs and most of them aren't big fans. I've had a couple that are absolute big fans. Boy, oh boy, it was hard to keep them out of the water. Seagulls, of course, cleaning up the crab carcasses down here. Oh, that water's cold, which is good. This part, I'm glad I wore sandals. How about that? It's okay, buddy. The water's not gonna hurt you. Ooh, yeah, that's cold. Feels good on the feet, but it's cold. Beautiful. Nice calm day. Tide's coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh. What's up, buddy? What's wrong with this guy? Oh. He must have just died. It feels pretty fresh. Every time the tide cycles, you find dead ones all over. And of course, you know, the birds, they come in, clean it up. That's a dead female, that's too bad. I can see a lot of them. You gotta get past this bird sanctuary so I can find a place to sit down. Yep, another red crab. Not doing too hot. Look at them all. Females too. Can't harvest females out here. There are limits. Oh. So when you think you found a rock, it's just a leaf. Go figure. Not a lot of rocks out here. Normally don't find bones either. And there's a razor clam shell. All kinds of stuff wash up on this beach. And obviously right now it's mostly crab. A little bit of driftwood. Wouldn't mind finding some snails, shells, and stuff like that. And right in here is where the pools were last year when I was out here crabbing. Come out here at night with a red light on my headlamp. Made it kind of easy to spot the crabs. But yeah, obviously the tide's in quite a bit because the spots I usually go are out there a little further. Usually you have to get into water about, I don't know, knee deep. But you don't want to do it for too long because, boy, it is cold water. One year when I was out here, I wore my wetsuit. Water don't bother you near as much. But yeah, spots like this, I mean, there might be crab in here right now. They just bury themselves during the day. Oh, that's nice and warm right there. That water's been sitting there a while. Pretty cool. All right, I think I'm just past the bird sanctuary area. I'm gonna go find a log to sit down on, let the dog run around. And now the camera's gonna pick it up. There's a whole load of small birds out here picking at the ground for something. Having fun, they are. Of course, the big dog, he's not much of a bird dog. They look like snipes. Oh, let's go see what they're pecking at. Yeah. There's holes all over. Picking up little bugs, I bet. Oh, every once in a while this kind of mist will clear and it's pretty cool. And it comes right back in and everything disappears again. But that's part of the fun of being at the beach. Having fun, big guy? Yeah? You having fun? Come on. Starting to figure out he can run through this. He's having a blast. Get him, get him, get him. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm going this way then. Won't be long and this will all be underwater. As you can see, this beach is really shallow, so the distance between low and high tide's quite a difference. I think he's having fun. Starting to get a little deep in these holes, so I'm gonna work my way back. Ooh, yeah. Definitely cold water. But yeah, it won't be long. And the water will be up there about another 100 yards. The hard packed sand is a good thing for driving on. I've only seen a few car tracks in one spot. But I don't know if that's the people that are patrolling the area and stuff like that, or because normally you can drive down a beach, there's car tracks everywhere on a beach. Which once I get in the Jeep and start checking the area out myself, I will find out where I can drive and can't. About 3 miles that direction is the end of this beach. I have no idea how far it is. There's 11, 12 miles going that way at least. Until you hit, I think it's the Chehalis River, or something like that, between Westport and Ocean Shores. There's a marina and a bay and that kind of thing. Then the beach keeps going past Westport for quite a while, just past Tokeland, I think, something like that. So it is a big sandy area, lots of grass covered dunes. I like this area because there's hardly anybody around. I can see somebody down there on a bike with a dog. Barely see him in the fog. I think it's one of the guys from the campground. I recognize the dog. There is good fishing out here. Bass and perch. My neighbor come over yesterday he had a pretty good size perch and had no idea what to do with it, so had to give him that information. Hopefully it turned out good for him. He didn't even know how to clean a fish, so no telling how good that turned out. But yeah, all this steam is pretty cool. Actually getting to a point where I can see quite a ways that direction. Not so much that way. The faster the wind blows, the further you can see. That's the way it works. Well, we're gonna keep venturing around. At some point I gotta head back, but I think tomorrow my son's coming up. It's his birthday, so I think we're gonna bring the Jeep out here somewhere along this beach. I know we can drive and set up for the day with the Jeep. Put these, the awning out, bring some chairs, table, little kennel for the little dogs. Hopefully be able to let the big dog just run. So he likes to run. I found a section of beach here. It's got a dozen crabs at least, all dead. It's a Dungeness there. Still alive. Female. Needs to get back in the water. I found a couple, because normally in the daytime at low tide they'll bury themselves in the sand. And I found a couple like that. And just yeah, another dead female right there. I mean, bird food in no time. Yeah, that one's already been eaten out. Crazy amount of them. Usually you don't see this many of them dead. They're all over. Found a couple, and that's another female. How's this one? Yeah, another dead female. Probably part of the reason you can't harvest females. There's so many right here. Seagulls must be having a heyday. Yeah, another female. I don't know what's going on there. Just a shell for one. And that's another female there. Oh, looks like the dog's done. It's all right, we're back to our trailhead anyway. Yeah. Hopefully tonight at low tide when I come out here, I can get down in the area out there where they're roaming around. Like I said, with the red light on the headlamp, you can spot them pretty easy. But yeah, I think this is it for our trip to the beach for the day. Man, a little section of tons of dead crab. That's too bad. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed this little beach video, and there will be more to come for sure.